What's up, guys? I am Kanan. I am the coach of the Tulsa Drilburs. Today we've got our first battle in the Chill Draft League against the Kansas City Krabbies. We're getting connected right now. The team builder video for this will go up around the same time as this video, so make sure you check that out too. And if you like my content, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you like the video. We're trying to get the channel off the ground, so the more interest we can get, the better. If y'all have any suggestions, anything y'all would like to see me do differently, see differently on the channel, make sure you put that in the comments below. I do take time and read all those, so we'll hop in here. Let's see if he brought what we thought he was going to bring. And we'll hop into it here. Let's see. Still selecting his team here. All right. Okay, so he did bring the Tyranitar, but didn't bring... Okay. So he brought the Whimsicott. That's what we expected. He pretty much brought exactly what we expected him to bring. So I'm going to go ahead and... Let's see. What's he likely to lead here? So the Whimsicott Lucario is likely. Whimsicott Lucario is very likely. Really... So let's bring the Incineroar. And let's bring... Let's see. The question is, if he tries to lead the beat up strategy, I'm going to have to fake out. But if I fake out, then he outspeeds the Excadrill and can KO. So, what do we do here? I think we just go ahead and lead the Incineroar Excadrill still, and bring the Gigalith and let's see. Surfetch outspeed Lucario. I'm not sure, so we'll bring these four to start with. We'll see how this goes, and we'll jump into the battle here. Let's see what we've got. Whimsicott Lucario. That's exactly what I was expecting. Okay. So that's fine, because the Excadrill will still outspeed the Lucario. And I think we can just get a one-hit KO on it here. Unless he tailwinds, that's going to be a huge problem. But if he tailwinds, he doesn't get the attack boost off. Lucario may still be able to KO the Excadrill either way, but he's at -1s. So we're going to just go ahead and go with the plan here. Swap in the Gigalith, and then max Quake into the Lucario. That should be enough to KO the Lucario. If he's running Sash on Lucario, that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. So let's see. Kind of expecting him to max the Lucario here. We do get the Sandstorm up, so that's good. So we are definitely faster than the Lucario right now. And I think being maxed, I think we may survive a -1 max knuckle anyway. That's assuming he maxes the Lucario. Yep, I assumed he was going to. But we're still faster here, unless he tailwinds. Just not sure if the Lucario can one-shot the Excadrill here or not. if he tailwinds. Okay, so he had a defense berry on him. That's a smart move on his part. This is still going to be huge damage, though. Yeah, it's not quite a one-shot, but man, that's awfully close. Let's see what the Whimsicott's doing here. Probably beat up. Yeah. But the Lucario's in range of just being KO'd by a Vicious Rend, and I'll still outspeed. I was going to put the Lucario at a +3, which definitely gives him enough to KO here. Yeah, that's definitely in range of a Vicious Rend now. Yeah, that'll KO the Excadrill, which is fine. I'm actually, what I'm going to do here, that's in range of a Stomping Tantrum, and we have Focus Sash on the Excadrill. So what I'm going to do here, I'm actually going to bring in the Incineroar, get another Intimidate off, and Fake Out into the Whimsicott, because Fake Out into the Whimsicott prevents him from being able to Sunny Day and nullify my Sandstorm here. And now we can just Stomping Tantrum. Oh, that's Rock Slide. Stomping Tantrum KO the Lucario. And we will Fake Out the Whimsicott. So I think we can probably just clean up with the, let's see, Knuckle. It's going to do a ton of damage to the Incineroar. Yeah, KOs. I wasn't sure if it would or not, but that's good to know. We have some decent investment, but that's alright because we'll KO the Lucario here. And then we have Sand Rush, Vicious Rend to just kind of clean up whatever else he's got here, hopefully. So. Let's bring in the Dracovish. We'll see if he's running Sunny Day on this Whimsicott. If he is, that could give us a bad day, or a bad time, but otherwise I think we're in fairly good shape here. Grimmsnarl, okay. That's fine. Because Dracovish is going to do a ton of damage into that. Okay. So here, I'm just going to Rock Slide. And then I'm just going to Vicious Rend into the Grimmsnarl, I think. Yeah. Rock Slide will do a lot of damage to the Whimsicott. Vicious Rend, even if he gets Reflect Up, may one-shot the Grimmsnarl. We'll see. Okay, so he's Fake Out on the Grimmsnarl. That's fine. Moonblast. Does that KO? If it does, this is a problem. It does. Okay. Yep, that's a problem. All right. So game 2. Yeah, we're gonna have to approach game 2 a little bit differently here. That's a lot of damage still. Okay. So good game plan from my opponent here. We're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and play it out. I think I don't see any reason he wouldn't be able to KO the Gigalith here. I'm sure he's probably got Rillaboom in the back, but and this is going to do a lot of damage just by itself. Not as much as I expected. Special attack drop doesn't really hurt. Oh, he's got Power Whip on the Grimmsnarl. Okay, that's good information to have. Still doesn't KO. Rock Slide. Misses the Whimsicott. That's unfortunate. I would have liked to have seen what his last Pokemon was here. Which I think if I protect here, I may get to see. Because I think the Sandstorm will knock out the Whimsicott from here, and that'll just give us some good information. Moonblast, yeah. Power Whip, yeah. Oh, I forgot that was the last turn of my Sandstorm. Oh well, that's okay. Sucker Punch does more than I had anticipated. And then Moonblast. Yep, that'll KO. We were hoping to see his last Pokemon. Didn't work out that way. All right, so game two. Game two, I am going to lead the Scarf. Let me do some math here. While we've got a second between games. Surfetched. Speed at level 50 is 128. Okay. Calculator, 128 times 0.5, 187. And what is Lucario? With max speed. Just to see if we outspeed the Lucario here. Thinking we might. Yeah, okay. Okay, so that's what we'll do this game. We will lead the Surfetched. Now that we know that he's got a berry that prevents ground damage, we'll just lead the Scarf Surfetched here and close combat turn 1. Into the Lucario. We should outspeed with the Scarf, and that should just be a KO. So we'll lead Surfetched with... We'll go ahead and lead Surfetched Kangaskhan here. And Surfetched Incineroar here. Actually, maybe we do lead Kangaskhan, and then we can bring Incineroar in the back, but then that doesn't give us sand. Yeah, let's go... Because last game, okay. So yeah, let's bring Kangaskhan, Incineroar, and Excadrill here. This may not be the right call. Hard to tell, but I think we can get a quick KO on the Lucario this time. If he leads the same way. Which, as well as that went for him, I'm expecting he probably will lead the same way. Yep, Whimsicott Lucario. That's what we were expecting. Okay. So, Surfetched Kanga. Okay. So, let's close combat into the Lucario and fake out the Whimsicott. He could double protect here, which could be a problem. Assuming he's running protect. We didn't see anything but Knuckle turn game 1, but that doesn't mean that he's not running it. If he double protects here and then tail wins, we could be in trouble. Yep. Protect from Lucario. Okay, so now he can Tailwind and probably KO the Surfetched, which is bad. So what do I do here? Because he can just freely Tailwind here. And then he's going to outspeed. I think even if we max, he's probably got an attack into the Surfetched. I think I'm just gonna close combat last resort here and hope that I can beat it with what I have in the back. I could have switched in the Incineroar to put him at -1, which probably would have been smarter. Or he may just not be expecting... He may not be expecting Scarf on the Surfetched. Let's see. He may just go for beat up. Oh, he does. So we just get the KO into Lucario. Perfect. Nice. Okay. So what have we seen? We've seen Moonblast and beat up is all we've seen so far from the Whimsicott. So what I'm thinking I may do next game is probably lead the same way and then switch the Kangaskhan into the Incineroar turn 1, and then I have Fake Out. Then I have Fake Out pressure with Grimmsnarl. Okay. So I think I'm going to go ahead, actually I know I'm going to go ahead and switch into the Incin here and get an Intimidate off. And then I'm just going to last resort. Let's see. What's more threatening here? Definitely the Rillaboom. Last resort into the Rillaboom because we have Iron Head into, and we still have it maxed. So we have max Steel Spike even into the Grimmsnarl. We have Brick Break if he puts up screens. Yeah, we can cycle back in the and Grassy Glide here. Yeah. I think we're in pretty good shape on this one. So switch the Surfetched into the Incineroar so we get an Intimidate off. I might even, since these are his last two, we might even just try to cycle Intimidates here. Fake Out into the Kangaskhan, that's fine. Makes me wish that I would have went ahead and ran Inner Focus, but I didn't have one with Inner Focus, so here we are. Okay. So now, I think I'm going to Will-O-Wisp into the Rillaboom, and Last Resort into the Rillaboom here. He probably protects the Rillaboom. Oh, no, okay. Last Resort. That's a healthy chunk of damage. High Horsepower into the Incineroar. Doesn't do much damage. So, okay, so we're slower than the Grimmsnarl with the Incineroar and with slower than the Rillaboom, which is fine. Get some Heelys going. Just try to get as much information in this match as we can. Get the burn off. Okay. So the Kanga's faster than both, which is what we expected, which is good. And then the Incin is slower, which honestly I also expected, so perfect. So I'm going to Will-O-Wisp into the Grimmsnarl here, and Last Resort KO the Rillaboom. That way we can try to just continue to try to get as much information as we can. It's going to come down to this last match. So the question is, what does he do next game? Last Resort KOs the Rillaboom. It's a crit, but that doesn't matter. Spirit Break, so we've seen Spirit Break, Fake Out, and Power Whip so far from the Grimmsnarl. All that we've shown is, yeah, okay. So I think our plan for next game, so let's, I mean, he's gonna know we have Flare Blitz, so let's just Flare Blitz Last Resort here. We won't even have to max this one. I'm a little surprised he hasn't just forfeited this one to not give me more information, but he hasn't really, oh wow, that's, okay. So that's good information to have. We just one-shot the Grimmsnarl. Okay. All right, so what do we do this round? I think does he lead the same way? What would he lead if he didn't? Trick Room, I guess. But honestly, Kang is a good lead into that too, so. So the trick here will be to deny Trick Room. So I think I'm going to lead Incineroar plus Surfetched, or Kangaskhan plus Surfetched here with Incineroar and Drake Excadrill in the back just like last time. And turn 1, I'm going to switch Surfetched into Incineroar. That way we can fake out twice. And then the turn we fake out, we'll switch the Kangaskhan out for the, yeah, I think that's probably okay. Whimsicott Lucario again, okay. Or do we just go with the same plan again? Oh, the Protect Mind games. So for sure we fake out the Whimsicott. Question is, do we go straight for the close combat and hope he protects again? Because really if we let Tailwind go up, assuming he has Tailwind, which I'm sure he does, then we're in trouble. So I think I'm going to go with the plan here. Okay, so I'm going to fake out into the Whimsicott. And then I'm going to go ahead and switch in Incineroar now. And then we have fake out again for the next turn. Because I'm expecting a protect from the Lucario again. And this gives us fake out 2 turns in a row. Lucario protects, perfect. That's what we were expecting. Fake out into the Whimsicott. Okay. So now I'm going to Last Resort into the Whimsicott plus fake out into the Whimsicott. And we'll see who he prioritizes KOing here. Because he's probably going to take a knockout this turn. So if we can KO the Whimsicott, then Tailwind doesn't go up and we're in really, really, really good shape. If he KOs the Kanga here, we're not in... Okay, so he's switching out. Okay. Brings in Chandelure. Okay. So we still get the scrappy Last Resort off, which could theoretically KO the Chandelure. Let's see what he does here. He may just KO the Kanga here. Max Knuckle. Does it go into the Kanga? It does. Okay. Oh, he doesn't KO though. That's huge. Okay. Okay. That's really good. That's really, really good. Okay. It's the last resort. Is not a one-hit KO. Okay. So what do I do here? I need to prevent Trick Room going up. So I can switch the Kanga. Because I want to be able to fake out. So honestly, if we switch the Kanga into Surfetched here, and he Knuckles again, we should survive that. And then I'm going to Will-O-Wisp into the Lucario. Because if he does put Trick Room up, then I'm faster with the Incineroar next turn and can just Flare Blitz. Knuckle goes into Incineroar. Doesn't KO. We get the berry. Okay, this is really good so far. We burned 2 turns of max. He hasn't taken a KO. We have Fake Out. We can cycle. Okay. Heat Wave. Oh, it misses the Surfetched. That's huge. Huge, huge, huge. Okay. And we're faster than the Lucario next turn, and we get the burn off on Lucario. So, all right. So I think we're in pretty good shape now. Okay. So I am going to close combat into the Lucario, and I'm going to cycle back in Kangaskhan here. We get Fake Out again. If he knocks out the Kangaskhan, that's not the end of the world, because then we can just Intimidate. Okay. I think we're in pretty good shape here. Bringing double Scrappy turned out to be the right call, even though that wasn't originally the plan. So he could switch the Lucario out here, but if he does, the Lucario's burned, so the Lucario's in really bad shape if he does that. We'll have Fake Out Pressure next turn, which will KO the... okay, so he doesn't switch because both of his things are faster. So we have Fake Out Pressure next turn regardless. Max Guard, okay, that's fine. Close combat into the Max Guard. And he goes for Heat Wave. That won't KO either, I don't think. It does KO the Kanga, but that's okay. Oh, that's a burn on the Surfetched. That's so bad. Okay. Oh, that's so bad. All right. We're not out of it yet. He's used all 3 of his turns of max now. He's burned, so that's not terrible. So now we can bring in the Incin. And we have Fake Out Pressure into the Lucario. And we get an Intimidate off on the already burned Lucario. Okay. So I'm going to close combat for the knockout. And then I'm just going to Fake Out the Lucario here. At -1 and burned, Lucario's way less threatening this time. He hasn't gotten beat up off. So he could switch either of them out here. If he does, that's fine. I think that's nothing hurt if he does that. Yeah, I think nothing's hurt if he switches out. Otherwise, we take a KO here. Perfect. So I get the Fake Out off. Does decent damage, more than I had anticipated. I can CC, knockout. Okay. So the question is, do I make a switch here now? So he was wanting to protect the Lucario there. That's good information to have. We still have our max. Let's see what he brings in. We know he has the Whimsicott in the bag. Okay, that's kind of what I was expecting. Okay. So Excadrill can KO both of these at this point. So what do I think? I think I'm just going to close combat into the Lucario here. And I wanna switch the Incineroar out into the Excadrill. Because the only way that they can KO the Excadrill is if he gets an attack off with the Lucario, which I still don't think would KO. If it does, then I'll just max the Incineroar. Tailwind, okay. Okay. So he does outspeed now, close combat. Oh, into the Excadrill slot. Good play. Doesn't KO though. Okay, that's important. Because I think, especially with the drop now, let's see if he attacks into the, he doesn't. Okay. So I should KO the Lucario here. Perfect. Okay. Okay. So I'm not in bad shape. I'm not in good shape, but I'm not in bad shape. So I can get Intimidate off now. For sure. So the question now is, do I switch out the Surfetched? Depends on what he brings in. Rillaboom. Okay, so yes, I switch out the Surfetched here. Get the Intimidate off. Okay, so I'm going to switch the Surfetched out into the Incineroar, get the Intimidate off. And I'm going to protect the Excadrill here. Man, this game is so close. So freaking close. I'm expecting them to try to KO. Expecting them to kind of try to KO the Excadrill here, but I don't know that's what's going to happen. I have Grassy Glide on the Surfetched, but that's not going to help me much against two grass types. I do have Brave Bird. So I think if I get lucky here and he doesn't KO the Incineroar, then I think I max the Incineroar and max Flare. If I don't get lucky here and the Incineroar goes down, I guess I have to max the Excadrill. I just don't know if... Let's see. Let's see. Glide into the Protect. That's good. Show me Moonblast into the Protect. Nope. Okay, so does this KO? I think it probably does. Yeah, okay. But we did get the Intimidate off. All right. So we can max... Man, the problem is that I don't know if we can win. I don't know if we can win. So we'll Brave Bird into the Whimsicott. How many turns of How many turns of Tailwind are left? I think still 2 turns, right? Yeah, so we can't stall that out. Okay. So what can we do? What can we do? I can Brave Bird into the Rillaboom here. Max Guard. Yeah. That should be fine. That lets me protect 2 turns in a row. But I don't know if we can win. He had a couple good targeting decisions. A couple good protects that I think may end up costing us here. We'll see. Oh, that does way less damage than I expected. So I think if we'd have just attacked there, we had a chance to win. Yeah, now we can't win. Man, I really thought Grassy Glide would KO there. Three turns of Grassy Terrain left. Last turn of Tailwind. So I guess we just have to max Steel Spike here. Man, had we done that last turn, I think we'd had a chance. Because Glide probably just KOs here. Yeah. Well, good games to my opponent. That's tough. That's really, really tough. Because I think we brought the right Pokemon. I think we had the right game plan. I think he just had a couple good targets around Protects. And I think we had a couple switches that weren't as good as they could have been. So it is what it is. We'll try to get them next week. Till next time, guys, take it easy.